Coronation Street star Helen Flanagan has given another update on the chances of Rosie Webster making a return to the cobbles. Rosie was last seen in Weatherfield in 2018, but it's been 26 years since Helen first played the character. Speaking to Liverpool Echo ahead of the opening of the stage play Memory of Water, Helen was asked if she'd like to make a return as Rosie. "Honestly, if they want me to come back, I'd love to, but show bosses just haven't spoke to me," Helen said. "Everybody always asks me, when are you going back to Corey? And it's like, they haven't called me. If you want to call me, that's great. But they haven't." Last May, Helen said the soap needs Rosie, adding that she still gets on with everyone in the cast. "I can't say too much, but it could be possible that I could go back," she told The Sun. "I get on with everyone there. There's nothing personal going on. It changed my life so much, and my loyalty is with them. I feel like Rosie's a part of me," she added. "They do need me. They do need Rosie." In January, Helen revealed she had a surprising feud with former Coronation Street co-star Ryan Thomas while playing Rosie Webster alongside his character, Jason Grimshaw. "Me and Ryan Thomas, who played Jason, weren't on the best of terms in real life either. We used to clash something chronic, mainly because he would be dead grumpy in the mornings and never used to know his lines," she said by The Sun. "I probably needed to lighten up a little bit, but he once told me outright that he didn't like me, and I told him to K off mature of me." Will Rosie Webster return to Coronation Street? Helen Flanagan shares her latest thoughts. To longtime fans of Coronation Street, Rosie Webster is more than a supporting character. She's a cultural touchstone. Since her first appearance in 2000, Rosie has grown up on the cobbles before branching out into adventures beyond Weatherfield. But after years away from the show, fans have wondered, will she ever come back? Recently, actress Helen Flanagan offered another update on those hopes, blending honesty, nostalgia, and a dash of frustration. Rosie Webster, a character who left her mark. Rosie Webster first arrived as the doe-eyed daughter of Kevin and Sally Webster, a teenage character who evolved into one of the soap's most memorable personalities. From dramatic storylines involving family conflict, rebellion, and even a harrowing kidnapping plot, Rosie grew up alongside the audience until she exited the show in 2018. Yet her departure wasn't definitive. Because Corey never killed off Rosie, the door always stayed ajar for a future comeback, and Helen Flanagan, the actress who made Rosie iconic, hasn't been shy about expressing her desire to return. Helen Flanagan's latest update: it's all in the producer's hands. Speaking ahead of her new stage role in Memory of Water, Flanagan was asked about the odds of reprising her role. Her response was candid. She would love to return, but the ball is in the show boss's court. She told the Liverpool Echo that if Coronation Street producers reach out, she's more than willing to slip back into Rosie's shoes. And it's a big but, she's had no communication from them yet. "Everybody always asks me, when are you going back to Corey? And it's like, they haven't called me," she said. "If you want to call me, that's great. But they haven't." This quote reveals both her enthusiasm and a hint of disappointment, a mix that many actors who grew up in iconic roles can relate to. It's as if Flanagan is saying, "I left my heart there, but I need an invitation to go back." Why Rosie's return still matters to fans. Rosie's absence creates a fascinating emotional gap on the street. Her parents, Sally and Kevin, are still integral characters dealing with profound personal dramas, including Kevin's health struggles in recent storylines, and Rosie's siblings and cousins continue to evolve. For many fans, seeing Rosie come home, not just as a cameo but as someone who engages with her family's current struggles, would feel natural. After all, in real life, when close relatives face hard times, families tend to rally around them. Yet on Corey, that hasn't happened, leaving viewers confused and curious about Rosie's off-screen life. Some fans have even argued that including characters like Rosie and her sister Sophie would enrich the storyline organically, especially with the Webster family facing layers of emotional complexity. The complex reality of soap returns. However, bringing a character back isn't as simple as flipping a script. In soaps, producers must balance current plot arcs, contract negotiations, and actor availability, and sometimes they just want to tell new stories. In the past, Some rumors circulated online suggesting creators felt there wasn't a place for Rosie right now, a claim debated vigorously among fans. So while Rosie's history on the show gives her potential narrative weight, the decision ultimately lies with the producers. They need to decide if her comeback serves the present story arc, not just fan nostalgia. That's where Flanagan comment that she's waiting to be contacted becomes significant. Helen Flanagan, more than Rosie Webster. It's also worth acknowledging that Helen herself has pursued a diverse career beyond Coronation Street. She's appeared on reality TV, theater stages, and embraced social media platforms with a confident personal brand. This breadth of work means she isn't just Rosie Webster, she's a performer with many creative avenues. This broader identity may influence how a potential return is viewed by both actress and producers. Some actors worry that returning to a role they grew up with could feel limiting. Others see it as a cherished homecoming. Flanagan's openness to coming back without insisting suggests she sees Rosie as a meaningful piece of her past, not a cage for her present ambitions. Imagining Rosie Webster's return storyline. What could Rosie's return look like if it ever happens? There are rich possibilities. 1. A family reunion amid crisis. With Kevin's ongoing health issues referenced in recent soap plots, Rosie returning to support her father could be deeply emotional and grounding, a dramatic pivot from past storylines that focused more on her youth. 2. A career comeback. Rosie could arrive with new ambitions after years away, maybe in business, mentoring youth, or even working with social causes. That would reflect real-world growth and give her character fresh momentum. 3. Relationship drama. Perhaps her personal life outside Weatherfield could be a source of both comedic and dramatic material, affection, tension, rivalry, or reunion with old friends. Each of these directions honors the soap tradition of weaving personal growth with family ties and gives both the show and Flanagan flexibility to explore something meaningful. Fan reactions. Mixed but passionate. Fan opinions about a Rosie return are vibrant and divided online. Some viewers excitedly champion her comeback, while others believe the show has moved on or that her character isn't currently fitting into the narrative. These conversations reflect how deeply personal soap attachments can be and how expectations can vary wildly among devoted audiences. This mixed reception underscores a key point. Coronation Street must balance legacy and innovation. Rosie's return would be a tribute to the show's history while demanding a storyline that resonates today. The bottom line, hope, with a dash of reality. Helen Flanagan's latest comments are hopeful but realistic. She wants to return, she's open to returning, but she hasn't been asked to by the producers. That matters. In the intricate world of soaps, where timing, plot, and production priorities constantly shift, the will to come back is just one piece of a bigger puzzle. For fans, this is both good news and a gentle reminder. Rosie's return isn't impossible, but it isn't guaranteed either. Final thoughts.